Hi guys, this is Varsha and I am back with Glimmer Club. Glimmer Club is a club where we talk about only good things happening in our lives. There are a lot of triggers, the alarm didn't go off, there was a lot of traffic. We're not going to talk about triggers. We're finding glimmers in our life, like finding the perfect parking spot when you're about to reach a place, or getting a free cup of coffee on your way to work, something like that. And trust me, a lot of such things are happening in our daily lives. So today I'm going to talk about one small thing is that stop giving meaning to things in your life. Like, we need to change the story that we are telling ourselves. Now, there are two cases that I want to talk about, very basic cases that all of us face in our everyday lives. Um phase Case one, sorry, case one. Case one is about your profession, right? The work that you're doing. Now, a lot of us might say that, I'm not in the right profession, or even if I am doing something that I really like, I work really hard and I fail to get outcomes. So, who created that story that hard work equals outcomes? See, everything has logic, but everything also is magic, right? So, I'm not defying that don't work hard. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that work hard in the right direction. But if I'm working hard, why do I have to pin an outcome to that? Me working hard towards a profession that I really enjoy should be my reward in itself. Why am I chasing an outcome? Who will pay the bills, Varsha, right? I understand that, yes, who will pay the bills. But the more attached you are to outcome, the more the outcome flies away, the more time it will take to come to fruition. So why keep reprimanding yourself, or why put yourself down that I've done so many calls today, I've done so many meetings today, I've met so many people today, and yet nobody's going to buy my product? Don't put yourself down. You did the best you could. Embrace that. Enjoy that. You met a ton of people, right? You had a lot of stories talked about. You practiced your pitch. So there are so many good things coming out of that small bit of, work that you did in that day. So don't stop. So don't chase outcomes. The agenda that I'm driving is that yes, hard work will equal results and rewards, but don't pin yourself to that. Enjoy the work and let the reward follow. And trust me, it will follow, right? To put it into perspective is that when I was working really hard in my life, the outcome was maybe 30%. But when I was enjoying the work that I was doing, I was giving myself time, I was enjoying my life, I was having a beautiful relationship, I was giving time to my family, and I was working strategically hard, I got a 150% output. So then, that got me thinking is that we define our lives and we define our stories and we attach meaning to things. Stop attaching meaning to your daily work. Just enjoy the work and let the fruits come to you. Now, case number two. Case number two is regarding something that we all kind of have since like we started understanding the concept of love. So now talking about that, a lot of us have this notion that you have to look a certain way, you have to be a certain way, you have to look size zero, you have to be fair, confident, and all of that. Uh, to attract the love that you want or you deserve, you have to be an authentic version of yourself. You have to love the way you are. So I'll tell you what, when I was like maybe 10 years younger, I was not in a great shape. I was not in a great body. I was not in a great even skincare routine. I was not confident. I was not in a great job. I was facing hardships in all my life, and I ended up manifesting the most beautiful relationship of my life till date. I had a guy who loved me for who I was, and he taught me to love me and myself for who I was. It was never the case that you're fat or you're so dark skinned, or you don't know how to do makeup, or you don't know how to work your job, right? Eventually, of course, the we parted ways for some other reasons, but that was the time that I really cherish. Now, coming to point coming to another scenario where I had lost oodles of weight. I'd lost almost 15 kgs. I was looking a perfect damsel, and I had a great skincare routine, I had a great job, I had elevated my professional career, and I was manifesting dates with doctors and lawyers and CXO level people, and I could not work out any relationship with them. It was like there was something missing, there was no spark. And I was like, I look my prettiest right now. I was my best version. And I was attaching myself to that best version. And I was not manifesting anything. So then that got me thinking is that I have given this meaning to myself that, you look a certain way, you attract the right relationship. There was no story, there was no fact, there was no evidence to that. So then I understood that you have to be your authentic self. You have to be your true self. You have to embrace who you are. Work and, like, maybe work out because you want to you want to be healthier, not because you want to look prettier. Of course, looking pretty would be a byproduct of that, but being fit and being healthy is what is something that you should chase. And getting a perfect skincare routine because you love yourself, you want your skin to be perfect. Elevating in your professional career because that you're doing for yourself, not because you have to put yourself in a card or in a room full of people where, because you are this, people should get attracted to you. So again, this brings me back to the point one that we said: stop giving meaning to things, stop chasing outcomes, be as you are, enjoy your own version. You are meant to be on earth for displaying who you are. There are so many tons of people, and you are being given the role of being yourself. So embrace your qualities, embrace your defeats, embrace your successes, embrace your authenticity. So that's what bringing me to, how do you find glimmers in your life? When you find things that you're grateful for. So now, stop attaching outcome to things, stop giving meaning to things, build your own story. That's what you're here for. Do you That's what you're here to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoy listening to me. The more I think of something, I'll come back to you.